Oh, some sushi. Go ahead.
I just started.
Oh.
Why would you do that? Why would you time it like that? Anyway.
I didn't think you...
Hi, guys. It's Andy.
Sir, what's up?
And, this is our podcast.
I want to smoke some.
Yeah. That's pre-podcast. You might be doing this during. He's probably going to step away for a sec during the podcast at some time, guys. So don't mind him. So basically, we're just going to talk about some movie news.
Yeah.
Yep.
See what's going on.
See what's going on in the world of movies. I'm a movie fan. You a movie fan, Herb?
I'm a bit of a movie fan. Movie buff, if you will.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of movie?
Action.
Action?
Yeah, I like mindless violence.
Were you growing up on that 90s movies?
Pretty much. Bloodsport, all them fucking, I love Bloodsport.
Wait, Bloodsport is the one with Van Damme?
Yeah, all of those. I love them.
Oh, Bloodsport was... is that the one where he fought... that he got, like, blinded at the end of the movie?
Yeah, one of them.
And he punched that dude?
Yeah, he did get blinded in one of those. Yeah.
You know what the best thing about Van Damme is?
What?
It's like his dramatic face after... Oh!
He has that Bruce Lee thing.
It's like he looks so serious. Bruce Lee looked like it hurt his feelings to hurt him. Like when he did it looked like it was pain in his eyes.
This, but I will do this.
It was crazy.
It's gonna happen.
But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about the movie news. So you like action movies, huh?
Yeah.
Man.
What about you? What's your
Well, me, I'm
favorite
still
type?
My favorite type is I like action movies, but I like smart action movies. Like The Matrix was the first one ever that I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
This is an action movie, but it's really something smart and makes you think. So like any movie like that has a smart story and action,
Yeah.
it's not even really a genre, I think.
Yeah.
It's just,
I mean, that's more of a... Would that fit in the sci-fi genre?
yeah, it's usually sci-fi or it's like fantasy.
Yeah, you're more of a sci-fi fan, I know the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really action, sci-fi. Because sci-fi has a lot of action in it.
No. It can be boring sci-fi. Oh, I would lose my mind. Like what was that one movie? I couldn't even finish it. The one about aliens. Oh, Prometheus.
I liked the Prometheus. Well, I won't say I liked it.
I heard Prometheus
but
was so boring.
It's because I enjoyed the Alien series, becoming a fan of the Alien series.
Oh, so
I watched Prometheus and I wanted to see, what the director, what direction he was going in with the prequel.
Ridley Scott, right?
Yeah, and it was interesting. I mean, I can see why some people wouldn't like it, but at the very least, it was interesting.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I just kept I couldn't finish it, so. I can't do. See, it's not just sci-fi. It has to be sci-fi that.
Well, I mean, it was slow. It was super slow.
Well, I liked Interstellar. I can't really say it's not. I mean, Interstellar is just a good story.
Interstellar. That's.
But I'm also a fan of acting.
That's visually amazing.
Right, visuals and acting. Like Matthew McConaughey, he had me tear up. No, I didn't tear up. Okay, I take that back. He had me feeling the emotions for 3 parts of that movie. There's 3. When he called back to his daughter, you didn't see it, right?
No.
All right, spoiler, right, guys. There's one scene where Matthew McConaughey goes on this planet, and basically, he's he's just wasting time. But basically, the premise is, if he spends 5 minutes on that planet, 10 years passes up on the space station where the black dude from Selma, with the dude that played Martin Luther King in Selma, he's waiting on him, right? So the black dude's waiting on these white people, all right? Sorry, I didn't mean to make it about that. But anyway, so Matthew McConaughey lands on the planet. He's trying to put together something. I don't know what the heck is going on. But then a giant tidal wave shows up, and he's only supposed to be there for 5 minutes. But that's it took a lot to escape that tidal wave. So it took 20 minutes. Yeah. So they fly back to the ship, and the dude said 29 years passed, and he looked old as hell. He's like, I didn't know if y'all were coming back. I jerked off a lot. No, I'm just kidding. he waited for almost 30 years, dude. It was ridiculous. Yeah, you gotta watch that movie. But but basically, see, it had a good premise. I don't know. Yeah. That's my favorite type, and it doesn't have to be like that. I like fantasy.
The Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Oh, Fifth Element was awesome. I like that. Bruce Willis.
That was the smartest of sci-fi movies, but it was very entertaining. It's like my type of sci-fi movie, just action and. Actually, I liked it. What was it? Mia Jovovich.
Remember that movie we saw, The Fourth Kind?
Yeah.
That movie was
in it?
That was her. Yeah. You remember?
Oh, that was her.
Remember The Fourth Kind was about that psychiatrist?
Yeah.
That movie was scary, dude.
I'm used to seeing her in some
It freaked me the heck out.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
God, I can't say
Right,
that.
what is wrong with us today? Anyway.
My dialect was. It's not up to par today. Don't mind me.
Dialect is up to par. You're trying to use big words. That's your problem.
Well,
All right, right now you got to use simple words. Like, not like dialect, okay? Dialect. Half of y'all don't know what dialect. Yeah, if you listen to this, you're probably stupid. You probably are. So, whatever.
It's okay.
It's all right. We'll catch you up. What were you saying?
What was I saying?
What was I saying?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about, oh, yeah, The Fourth Kind.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what was about that movie? What it was about that movie was basically they kept saying it was real. They said some parts of this was real or something like that.
Yeah, didn't they say it was based off of true events or something like that?
Yeah, like apparently people are going missing in Alaska all the time.
And some of those wasn't part of the movie seemed to be real footage or something like that.
Yeah, like they kept doing that. That was the thing about that movie. They basically they show you like the movie and then they show you like the actual footage. And I'm like, okay, if this is for real, this is some scary ass.
This is happened.
Do you know what happens at the end of that movie? Spoiler.
We have been contacted.
Spoiler alert. If this is real, do you know what happens at the end of that movie? The aliens possess a dude and tells the dudes in the room that they are gods and they made us and stuff. And then it says based on a true story, and then the movie just ends. And you're like, whoa. Is the government not gonna investigate this?
They're just gonna let this movie.
Hey guys, if this is real,
we should probably look into this. Maybe.
Yeah. Hello. We're just gonna treat it like it's just a movie.
Maybe the government is in on it. Maybe the government is the aliens.
That's
Watch
why
your back.
That's why you can't use true story. Because remember, was it Blair Witch Project? It was like one of the first ones to do that.
Yeah. But did they have the shaky cam?
Yeah, they were the first ones to do that thing too. And basically in that movie, they were like, "This is real, not really though." But people didn't. And then, you know what else got me? Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
I freaked you guys out with Paranormal Activity.
I love Paranormal. Well, the first one, and I kind of like the second one.
But
the third one, well, the latest one was kind of interesting just because of how much powerful they made the demon. Or at least it seemed like.
Yeah, that was weird, and it looks like there's a big story. But you know what I didn't like about the Paranormal Activity like series or whatever you want to call it? It's like they kept doing that thing where prequel. We want to know what happened before. Yeah. I was like, no, move on.
Yeah. I mean, we get it. That was the past. Just tell us one movie about that and let's move forward. Let's see them kill and possess more people.
And see what the new one that's coming out is about that. I think it's after Katie.
What is that about?
It's the last one, so it's like the world's getting taken over.
Finally, the last one. Good God.
Yeah. You want to watch the trailer?
Yeah, we check it out.
All right, let's watch the trailer. Just hang on for a second, guys. But what else did you not like about Paranormal Activity?
Well, I mean, it just seemed like the story after the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of seemed like they threw the story together. All right, people like this. They got a lot more popular than we expected. Let's try to make 5 more movies out of this, guys. Let's see what we can do.
That's exactly what happened. They did not. I hate when things are not well planned. Like you can tell that's what happened.
And that's pretty much the entirety of Paranormal. That's why I don't really like the series as much anymore. I love the first one. I really did like the first movie. Mm-hmm. And wasn't the same dudes who did Insidious?
Oh yeah,
I liked Insidious, at least the first. I would say I liked all of Insidious up until the last part where they showed me the little dancing gay demon fiddler thing.
Why do you look so fake?
What nobody would be terrified of. It looks so fake.
Honestly, I would attempt to fight it.
I would have punched it in the face. This is in the demon realm. This is what I have to do. It's smaller than I am. I can deal with this.
The only creepy thing was kind of fast. It was like walking on walls and shit.
Still though, if it ain't got telekinesis, if it ain't doing that, I'm gonna punch it in the face.
Well, it did in the real world it did, or whatever this world is called. It had telekinesis and basically, I don't know, man. That shit. I get it. It just looks silly as hell. You should never show the demon. You show too much.
Yeah, they show too much.
And Paranormal Activity, it's just, it kept going backwards in time. But let's check out this new trailer, okay? We're about to watch this new trailer. Paranormal Activity. It's called The Ghost Dimension. And they said this is going to be like the last one, I think.
Hopefully.
All right, so we'll see. Until they reboot it, of
Tie
course.
some shit up and move the fuck on.
All right, well, anyway, here we go.
Katie, Christy, I want you to concentrate.
Okay.
Concentrate.
Oh, Christ.
She's like in some sort of a trance state or something. They're inducing a trance.
Oh, so they're watching the video?
It's like 80 VHS tapes the old homeowners left in the basement. This tape is like 20 years old. Tell me what you see.
Oh, so the video is 20 years old and you see two men. That's creepy.
Mike? We're the Fleege brothers.
Oh, shoot, dude. Okay, this one looks good already.
You hear noises in your room? Okay, well, Daddy will go up and make sure everything's...
Oh, they said that video is 20 years old, right? Oh, that's not good.
That's the creepy stuff.
Look at this camera. There's like obviously
That
something
is
going on
some
here.
old stuff right there.
Yeah, it's like a 70s ass
Oh my god.
camera. It's building blocks.
This is weird. I'm seeing something, and there's this thing that I'm picking up at the camera.
Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, snap, son. They're actually showing stuff
The
now.
camera can see things you cannot see with the naked eye.
Oh, dang. They saw the camera can see things. Okay. Oh, did we just see Toby?
So you can see this dude now.
Oh, we just saw Toby,
Oh
bro.
man, that's dope.
Oh, the little girl's talking cliche. Talking to the demon
Teddy
cliche.
bear.
Oh, snap.
Is she talking backwards? Is she saying Bloody Mary?
Oh,
What's
snap.
happening is connected to the taste.
Y'all moved into this house?
Oh wow.
Why would you move into this house?
How did she get up that high?
Oh, snap. Bro, demons coming out mid-conversations.
Man, this
What if
is
someone conspired for us to be in this house? This is no coincidence.
Oh, they got the cliche priest. Oh, little girl's evil.
This actually looks kind of good.
Oh, man.
Don't
Oh,
move, bro.
oh, snap, bro. Oh, I didn't even notice the shadow at first. There's a shadow standing behind this dude.
Actually, this one looks.
Oh,
wow.
snap. They show, okay, they're showing a
giant
lot.
tunnel at the end, so that looks pretty cool.
A what?
A
Yeah, giant tunnel. Yeah.
All right, so the last one or the latest one that they're about to show looks pretty good. I'm impressed, so I'm gonna check
Yeah.
it out. And they got me back. They won me.
See, these motherfuckers. God, they do it every single time. They show you like you know who deserves the credit, who needs an award? The people who make the trailers.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah, trailer.
people who make trailers make some movies look so good. Like that's the movie I could have got, and then you
You
show
know
me
who
this.
dude deserves a lot of props, but I kind of want to shoot him. The dude who did the Iron Man 3 trailer.
Oh my god,
He did a great trailer.
how great did that movie look, guys? How great did that movie look?
They
Like,
sold us some bullshit.
like Mandarin versus Iron Man, right? And then this is what we get.
We gotta
We
fucking.
got a fake. Like, why would? Okay, you know what really screwed that movie over? Like, why people kind of hate it is because you showed us the movie
Yeah.
we could have got.
Yeah.
Like an
You coulda-
awesome.
You could have gave us that Mandarin. You could have easily did that.
Yeah.
You could have did it, but
That-
you didn't.
That man, like a terrorist. I know, I get that. Like, it sounds awesome. Like a terrorist that you reimagine them, and then I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be cool.
It's like you deliberately slapped us in the face.
Oh,
You did it on purpose.
yeah.
Marvel. Fuck you, Marvel.
Like, who let that dude do that? Was it Shane Black, the director?
Who okayed that?
It's the director that did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang or something like that. Remember that? That movie's actually kind of good.
Yeah.
But and had Robert Downey Jr. in that as well. But they let him direct this. I was like, come on, bro. And then Iron Man was okay. Why are we going to Iron Man? I hate Iron Man. Well, the movies, the Iron Man, the character. Fuck Iron Man.
The characters. Well, I mean,
Well, he's cool. I mean,
but I got Batman, so it's like whatever.
and Superman will destroy this man. So
Yeah.
yeah. Have a fun debating that in the comment section. You know it's gonna explode if we post that, right? We just set up a war just now, like.
Well, fuck Iron Man. I mean,
Okay.
in the grand scheme of things, let's just kind of conceptualize Iron Man real quick. Because in this latest stream of Marvel movies, it looks like Captain America can handedly take care of Iron Man.
If the suits break as easy as they did in Iron Man
like
3.
they're fucking paper mache, they just get
Yeah.
hit by a fucking semi truck and just shatter.
Oh.
Why is that a thing? Aren't these suits supposed to be made out of titanium and handle like G4? What G's? Ain't they going like?
He's going like he's breaking Mach 3, 4.
Just be able to handle a truck in you, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know what kind of metal he's using in these new Iron Man suits. He went cheap. He's losing money. That's what it is. See, Batman with a plan. That's why Batman didn't do this. Like, you know what? It gets expensive over time. You just make shittier suits. That's what you do.
That's why Batman only has like 10 actual clean suits.
Exactly. He has that one robot suit to surprise everybody with. Superman gets caught
He
with
got
it.
like a Sub-Zero suit, the old one that nobody ever references anymore.
Court of Owl suit. Remember that one? Alfred started whooping ass in that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's Iron Man is like Batman's sorry little brother or something like that. To me, anyway. He needs a team. Batman just chooses to be on the team. He doesn't need to be on the
He
team.
doesn't need to be on the team.
So
He barely wants to be on the team. He actually the only reason he's there is to make sure you control the freaks.
yeah, that's true.
Gotta control these freaks. So I think I'll be the leader of Justice League.
He's a little crazy.
This
too.
works out.
But anyway, back to Paranormal Activity. It looks pretty good. You know what movie was
Dope, actually.
you know, remember that one movie that was way better than Paranormal Activity for the first experience, Grave Encounters?
Grave Encounters.
Oh my god, that movie.
Alright, people, you should definitely check this movie
Yeah,
out. If you haven't heard of it, if you haven't checked it out,
awesome.
torrent it, YouTube it. I don't know, find it
Whoa,
somehow.
We don't turn it.
Don't-
We try to make this podcast legit. So don't turn it. Don't listen to it. But do all that other stuff.
If you can find it, buy it, whatever. Just
It's worth
find Grave Encounters. It's a great.
Don't watch it by yourself in the dark like this man did.
I did it. It was such a bad idea. I completely regret it to this day. I won't watch it again by myself. That's how much. Yeah, I won't watch it again by myself. I've seen it by myself once. I won't watch it again by myself. I won't do it.
Not a lot of things scare you, man. So.
Not a lot of things, but that movie was creepy, man. The end of it just creeped me out.
Yeah.
It was pretty creepy.
The premise was good. That one dude was very believable. Spoiler alert if we're about to spoil this for you, but I want y'all to watch it. So skip this next like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, minute or two that we were about to talk about this movie. We're about to spoil some things, but and now, so that Puerto Rican dude or black dude, he was like he was cracking me up that whole movie.
Oh, man.
He was acting like a black person would act in that
like
movie.
a legitimate dude. He was like, all right, this is not good, y'all.
Okay,
Out of
so
here.
everybody was calm, right? For like the first 7 things that happened. He flipped out on the very first one. He's like, "Oh hell no!"
Right,
What
so we'll spoil the first creepy scene that happens. Basically, so they go into, I ain't gonna tell you about wherever they go, but they go into a place and they lock themselves in. Just know that.
Mm-hmm.
And morning comes and they try to leave. They open the doors and nothing but a bunch of other doors just are there. There's no way out of this place now. So they're just trapped. And then he just freaks out.
That was crazy. Like, so basically they couldn't, like, they had to leave by 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. rolls around and they try to exit the thing and the dude never picks them up. Like, they try to leave the insane asylum. Dude never picks them up. And then they finally break down one of the doors because they locked them in there for some stupid reason.
Which, why
Because they were they're ghost investigators, but guys, like, you know.
But why would you lock yourself in?
I don't know. Well, locking, it didn't seem important. I guess they were just doing it for, I mean, you could have faked that though. Well, they do a lot of editing. I'm pretty sure like those dudes in real life like, fuck that, I ain't going to a real haunted house. Are you crazy?
We could actually see some ghosts. I'm not prepared for that.
I'm just here for the money. No way, son. Anyway, basically they finally break down that door, and then the door, like basically the door that's the entrance that they came in from is another insane asylum, like more insane asylum, like more hallways, more. He's like, it's like, wait, I know that was the door we came through. So they keep breaking down doors, and the black man's reaction when there's more hallways is hilarious. He's like, he breaks down, starts like, he just breaks down.
It's
genuine. That actor needs to be, he needs an Oscar. And like, this is like a low budget movie, so.
But still though, Grave Encounters, check it out. It's a great movie. It is really a good horror movie.
Yeah, great. Anyway, well, so we're supposed to be talking about movie news, man. We're like 20 minutes in, and we haven't said shit about movies. Anyway, so it looks like Guillermo del Toro says that Hellboy 3 could be made if Pacific Rim 2 is a success. So Hellboy 3, wasn't that the one?
Why is that? What? Why? Whoa! Why is that based on the other?
Well, he directs both, right?
Yeah, but damn.
Well, I think it's because he wants to make Hellboy 3 like a $200 million movie or something like that. When the first two were nowhere near that budget, right? The studio's probably like, hell no, what are you talking about? We went from
Hellboy, no.
And then like Hellboy, I don't think Hellboy 2 did much better than Hellboy 1. I think they're like,
think so.
They're not worth investing $200 million into.
Definitely not.
But he said he won't do it unless it's that big. So I'm guessing he's saying Pacific Rim 2 needs to be a big success so he can fund it or.
Okay. Well,
or maybe like get the credibility to be worth 200 million. You think?
Maybe, yeah. That seems legit, but dude, that's why would you? Do you really need that much for a Hellboy movie?
Well, because apparently the comics go into this Hell versus Earth like saga, like this giant like army versus humans or something. I don't know, or angels. Oh, it's like Hell versus Heaven on Earth. And Hellboy's caught in the middle of it, so that's what he wants to do. That would look amazing, though. I would love to see that movie if Guillermo del Toro did it.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, you know.
Pretty just some epic. Yeah.
People thought Pacific Rim was silly, and
I kind of like Pacific.
It was kind of silly, and it looked like a sci-fi TV show at times when they were just focusing on the human parts. I was like, why is there a little budget right here? But anyway, that movie visually, as far as when the robots fought, oh my goodness, it was just gorgeous. And it was cool. It was like watching Gundam. Cool. If you like Gundam, like the anime Gundam,
yeah.
I didn't.
A little reminiscent of that. It was entertaining to say the least.
You know what it was about Gundam though that I didn't like? I was a little kid trying to follow a political ass story.
Yeah, Gundam got pretty convoluted, man. For anime, I don't know if it was geared towards kids, but they got a little wordy.
No, it definitely wasn't.
Midway into the series, and I just fell off. I think it's one version of Gundam though, where it's just like almost all action.
G Gundam.
Is that what it is?
That's the one where you actually do karate in the inside the Gundam, and he does it. You don't have to push buttons.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about the other Gundams was like they had whole episodes where you're on in Gundams, just focusing on the human dude. Nobody wants to see that. Anyway, Guillermo del Toro and Pacific Rim. I kind of want to see that version of Hellboy 3, but I can see why a studio wouldn't want to fund this.
Well, I don't see Hellboy 3 making that much money. Even if he does get the credibility to afford or for a studio to back him for that amount of money, the movie is not gonna produce profit. I just don't think it would.
It's about hell. There's no movie that's gonna be a worldwide hit. That's about. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Blade was pretty popular. I don't know if it made that much money. But it's about monsters and stuff, I guess.
Yeah, vampires. Blade is pretty watered down. Monsters and Demons, dude. I mean, it's like
it's vampires. Right?
People just see a black guy killing vampires. And honestly, they don't even go into like monsters and demons, and I mean, it's just like, all right, vampire killer. Mm-hmm. Pretty much Blade.
I heard he was gonna come back and do the Netflix version, but I guess they're not gonna use the same universe as the Fox, because Fox used to have Blade.
I mean, that's cool, but how old is he now? Can he hold a series?
Wesley Snipes was never a bad actor to me, so
no, not bad actor. I'm talking about like, is his shape good? Can he?
He looked good in Expendables. What, 3?
Yeah, he looked good, all right.
Or 2?
How old is he though?
He's like 57.
50?
Maybe.
Shit.
You can Google it. You really gonna Google it?
I want to know that.
Okay, well, while you Google it, let's move on to our next story. Let's see. Mission Impossible is coming out. I mean, it's not really a story. It looks good though.
Yeah, I'm very hyped for that. I want to see Mission Impossible. Dude's hanging off a freaking airplane.
The last two, those are the last two, I think. The last one was amazing. The one where he was in Dubai or whatever in that sandstorm. He was hanging off the side of that hotel. Yeah. And then the sandstorm came in and just wrecked.
That was crazy.
And he did that himself, that action scene.
He did?
Or yeah. He does the stunts himself for some reason. Even in this new one, have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I heard he did that airplane stunt himself.
Oh man, that was crazy. When I looked at that on an IMAX screen when I went to go watch, I don't know what movie it was, but it looked like glorious. Like I was like, dang, that looks real, and
glorious.
And the story came out, it was real. I mean,
yeah, Wesley Snipes is 52.
52. I was 5 years off. But yeah, Mission Impossible looks good. It's coming out. You gonna watch it?
Oh yeah, we'll check it out definitely.
Me too. Let's move on to our next story. It looks like a little bit of video game news mixed up. Batman Arkham Origins developer working on a Superman video game. Please, yes. Please, yes. Just a good Superman video game.
The Arkham Origins game was a side scroller, right?
No, it was the one where I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was, but I mean that was still a good one. But it was like arcade-ish. But hopefully the Superman game won't be like that. If it has the graphics of that game, then it's gonna be on near the level of Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City or Gotham, whatever.
It has to be.
Batman game.
I hope they use the engine for the new one.
But if they get some of those producers for this latest Batman game to make this Superman game that they're trying to do, it's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna probably get that. I'm not the biggest Superman fan, but I'll get it.
That's gonna be amazing. Like, you know what the thing is about the Superman games? There's never been a good one, except for there was one in the N64 that I kind of like. I don't know if it's popular.
I'm not sure if I've ever played a Superman game.
I had this one that came out a couple years ago for, well, not more than a couple years ago. It looks like for Superman Returns.
Yeah.
Remember there's that game?
The Xbox one?
Yeah. The only thing cool about that game is you can fly. Like really, the flying is cool.
That was the only thing cool about the Superman game.
It was cool. You can go fly really far, really fast, you know. But the game itself was horrible. Horrible.
Bad mechanics.
It was like why even do that? Like, why even do that to Superman? You're trying to guarantee my favorite character does not get us. That's basically what they're telling me right now. You know, like ever since Batman started getting popular, I'm really tired. And I love Batman. Don't get me wrong. But Superman's been thrown to the wayside, and he's one of the great, like if not the greatest superhero of all time, man. I'm really emotional about this. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I mean it's just hard to say that. It's because he's the first one, so it's like, all right, you can't really compare him to anybody else because he's the first one.
Bow
so
down.
Like, yeah, but nobody who cares. Like he's the first one, so what? People. I mean, it's a character, so that means nobody created after him can be just as good.
That's not what it means to like Superman, though.
Like
people act like that's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's how people feel about it.
No, he's just a cool character. Yeah, he's super strong, but his stories aren't about overcoming things. His stories about like being a god being not like anybody else. That's the original version. Like, you know, I'm not like the rest of the world. That's Spider-Man has that same story. Batman in a way has that same story. Like, I'm different from the rest of the world, but I choose to do these things. You know? And he was the first one to have that story, and I like that. Yeah. It's not because he was first. It's just the way he's doing it is like, how would a god live among humans? Like, you know? Yeah. It would go through a lot. Yeah. That's what the story's about. And then Lex Luthor being a pain in his ass. That was kind of cool sometimes.
I mean, that part is unbelievable.
Well, it's because he's so smart that he can find a way. He's the only person. I mean, Batman can't. I guess. How smart
can you be against somebody that powerful, though?
Well, in the Justice League animated series, he was pretty smart. Wasn't there an episode where he talked to like level 7
If I'm
being?
Superman, unless you got kryptonite on you 24/7 every day, I'm gonna catch you slipping. And when I do.
Well,
that's your ass licks.
Well, we're glad that you're not Superman. That's why you're not Superman, because you have vengeance in your heart, dude. You can't do that.
I would be watching Lex just daily. All right, you still got kryptonite? Okay.
First of all, how did some of these criminals in the DC universe not gone forever? Joker needs to be executed.
I don't understand why he's not dead. Like, he would actually be dead in real life if he was a person.
They keep kidnapping him.
Like, wouldn't he actually be in somebody in this USA's justice system?
Not kidnapping, I mean arresting him.
Be actually murdered by now by somebody?
No. Okay, even if Batman doesn't want to kill him, a cop just busts his ass. They're not. Gotham cops are dirty. They would once Batman says arrest him. All right, Bats, we'll take him to the back. Once they drive off, he's gonna be executed.
A whole clip into his chest.
He's crazy. We're evil, but we need to nip this in the bud.
We're gonna need this evil, man.
Joker is crazy, dude. But yeah, let's look at this next story. I kind of personal to me. The Supernatural producer and Jeffrey Morgan, they tease that John Winchester is coming back to Supernatural.
Oh, word?
Yeah, so I don't know.
Oh, he was actually the producer, the father?
No, there's a producer that and him that tease. So basically, they both tease that he might be coming back. He's great. He's a great actor. Speaking about Supernatural.
Yeah. How about you? Well, I mean, I guess they did kind of finish tying up John Winchester's story, right?
No, so
they didn't. What was the last thing that happened with that?
The last thing I remember with John Winchester and Supernatural is when Sam and Dean released his soul from hell, and and it's supposed to, because remember he died for D.
right, and then they couldn't find, like, angels couldn't find it, right?
Right. So basically, when they went to heaven themselves later on, like a couple seasons later, and basically they're like, wait, where's my dad, and where's my mom, and where's the girlfriend that Sam originally fell in love with, and got burned alive just like his mother. He never thinks about her anymore. That's weird. There's a lot of flaws in Supernatural. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm a fan of the show, but there's a lot of flaws.
I mean, it did the same thing that we were talking about earlier. I mean, it probably wrote itself for 4 or 5 good seasons.
Because that's how good it was for those seasons.
And then he said, okay, we actually didn't have anything more than this, so let's just throw some stuff together. And stretched it out to 12 seasons?
You know when it messed up? Leviathans.
Yeah, Leviathans.
The Leviathans. After the whole Lucifer arc, when he was about to destroy the world, he had that fight with Michael or whatever.
Yeah.
That show was so good up until that point, and then the season finale, and then Cass came back because God resurrected him or something, and then he beat both of them or something. He locked them up. Okay, so that's what happens. Spoiler alert, by the way, for anybody.
If anybody watches Supernatural, we're giving a lot of stuff right now.
yeah. So but the next season it was about like Leviathans. Now, and angels are the weakest things in that show.
Like the weakest. I feel like they're like, why are they on the same level as demons?
Yeah, like
shouldn't angels be stronger than demons?
No, the thing that bothers me is they hype them up for the first few seasons.
They did.
Like, oh, angels are the most powerful supernatural creatures in the universe, but then like. Once you get to season 7, these things are dropping like flies.
Like straight up. I mean, like even you're right. They did hype them up because when they first introduced them, they were like just these almighty beings. You couldn't even mess with one of them.
Yeah.
Like,
and now everything works on them.
Like I swear, you can sneak up on Angel and stab him
and
in
stab
the back.
Angel.
You can sneak up.
You know that's happened in that show before, like 100 times.
I could actually sneak up on the Angel. Hey, I just got me one.
You know what it is? It's apparently it's because they're in their human form. Or why don't you just get out of that form?
But
and
they
just,
still have some grace, don't they?
I don't get it. The grace is so limited. Like you're supposed to be directly from God, right? Well, how do you not have a lot of grace?
It is flawed. I'm sorry. That particular part of Supernatural is super flawed. They didn't really think that very well.
That was the worst part. It was ridiculous.
But moving on from that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have anything prepared, so thanks for going ahead and doing that for me.
Well, that happens.
Well, it looks like there's a new version of the Batman vs Superman trailer. It's just the IMAX version now. Whatever.
Better quality. Whatever.
I think it's just a little bit shorter. It's just weird. It looks like they cut it shorter or something. Oh snap! Attack on Titan has a trailer. You want to watch it?
Oh yeah. I think I saw it. A friend of ours, Chad, had showed it to me.
Did he?
Yeah, but yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it, so we'll watch it.
Yeah, it's crazy though.
Like Attack on Titan was an amazing series, dude.
Attack on Titan, for those who don't know, is an anime. Look it up because I don't really feel like telling you about it. So
yeah,
look up the synopsis. It's actually pretty interesting. It's about giant titans attacking people.
Well, well, it's not just about that, but it's like one of the most well put. You have to watch the Japanese version of it. Don't watch it. For you who are like racist and don't want to do subtitles.
Racist?
Yeah.
That's racist?
Yeah.
To not want to read subtitles?
It's not politically correct. Why?
I think it's just lazy, dude.
Laziness. Well, here it is. Okay. Special effects aren't that bad, actually.
Yeah.
You know, because Japan doesn't have a huge market, but I mean, it looks pretty good.
Looks like they put a lot of money into this stuff.
Dang. Okay, that Titan's way bigger than the one in the anime. Because remember, he could look over the wall, but like, that guy's head is.
This wasn't that big.
The Titans devour people. Yeah, they built the walls. I don't think it's the same exact story, but it looks similar now.
Yeah, I think for the anime and maybe for the movie, they'll simplify the story because in the manga it gets a little convoluted and political.
Oh snap! A cannon just blew up a guy's Titan's face. They look kind of creepy. Okay, it does look low budget at some parts, but yeah, like right here. That looks kind of cool. Japanese is so awesome. Oh, they look kind of cool. Eren Yeager. The baddest man. For those who don't understand Japanese, we have subtitles.
We don't know Japanese either.
That what's her name? Yeah. It's not just as intense as the Japanese version. I mean, well, yeah, this is the Japanese version, but the anime, yeah. Oh, snap. Alright, the Titans look kind of shitty, I'm not gonna lie. There's certain things that are like right out of the anime.
At least the big one is cool.
The big one looks kind of cool, yeah. That's what's important, isn't it? What's up with this floating thing? Okay. That was weird. That was kind of weird. Anyway, that was just Attack on Titan.
That's anime for you. If you see that trailer, that is anime. Wow.
Yeah, okay, the show looks like it's going to be way better than the movie, but we're going to give the movie a shot.
I'll watch it. I mean, whatever. I gave Rurouni Kenshin live action a shot. That was
actually pretty good. It was like right out of the show, too.
So, and they made a part 2 of that, by the way, so we got to check that out.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Himura. Yeah, man. Well, Attack on Titan, I mean, that's going to be interesting to see. I wish they would do more anime movies.
Yeah, but that's a trend that's going to pick up. This Attack on Titan is probably going to set the bar, maybe.
You have a lot of hope, man. You know why? Because video games are really popular too, right? But they cannot get good video game movies off the ground.
I mean,
let alone anime comes from around overseas.
What's a yeah?
But and it's not like a mass appeal thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anime has superior storytelling than a lot of things I actually hear, but it would take the right director to do an anime justice
to make it look right on the big screen.
Well, I mean, if Hollywood started adopting like these comic book shows or comic book movies and shows, and they put that same amount of effort, they would have to change a lot of things to
make it more fantastical, more
like one problem would be the names.
Names.
Right. So imagine they try to make Dragon Ball Z movie, right? They did actually. It sucked.
It wasn't very good at all.
People think about your most convoluted anime. They have weird ass names, and if you try to make a Hollywood version of that, they want to make it appeal for Americans, you know?
Right.
So they're gonna be like, they're gonna change Naruto to John.
Yeah, they're not gonna. They may not call it the Kamehameha.
They may call it Blue
the Ki Blast.
They may call it Blue Spirit Bomb, Spirit Energy thing.
Something that just sounds a lot more
the
cool
Force.
in English.
They're just gonna call it the Force.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
That's what they're gonna call it. So, I mean, it's just because a lot of things are gonna have to be translated, and it's not translated not only in literally the language, but the appeal
changed to where it would appeal to Americans more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a whole different transition. So yeah, I know what you mean.
I know, man, but I don't know. Hopefully this starts a trend. You know, if they made an anime movie universe, like the comic book movie universe, that'd be be pretty happy. But they would have to do the first couple of ones really, really good. Like,
well, they've tried. They've done a really bad job at it. Dragon Ball Z, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Those two have been very bad.
Is Avatar considered anime?
No, it's not. I mean, it's American. I mean, made in America, right? But
yeah.
I don't
that
know
one
the
could probably
directors
kick a lot of them
themselves,
off, though. Like,
but I mean, it definitely has anime influences. Don't get me wrong. But I think that if that movie would have did good, that would have been a great door for any other shows like that.
Here's a couple of movies. I mean, here's a couple of anime that might like start a trend. If you know, like if they make a, like, for example, Akira's coming out as a live action movie.
My God,
and it looks like it's going to be a really good one, like a really good.
I think that can be translated into a live action.
Right. So if that one hits, you know,
and that's gotta hit. That's a cult classic right there.
Right, and you know if they make it, Leo DiCaprio's tied to it for a long time too. So,
oh wow, man.
So like.
They get him in it.
Like if they get him to do it as an actor,
yeah.
as like, you know what I mean, like it would be really cool. Like it would take a studio to take the anime seriously, like the source material seriously.
They wouldn't have to bullshit and cut corners like they seem to do.
Yeah, but if they treated them like the comic book movies are being treated now, like like say Akira does really well, and then Ghost in Shell's getting done. With Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, right. I heard about that. Right, I did. I completely forgot.
And it's been years, but they said Cowboy Bebop and Keanu Reeves might be doing something. But I don't know if that's still off the ground.
That would be interesting to see. I would actually like to see it, but who knows? That's probably.
But yeah, so 3 good ones. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And like, hey, there's something. The studios would be like, hey, there's something here.
Yeah.
And it would have to, and then like to do the big budget ones, like the Dragon Ball Z's and the One Pieces. And what else is there? The Naruto's and to do those, like I would like big name directors to attempt those, like a Zack Snyder and a Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
that would be ridiculous. It would be dark. But what you need to do with Dragon Ball, you need to make it dark if you're gonna make it a movie.
Yeah,
like
have the director, whoever did, what was his name, who did the Hobbit movies?
Oh,
he's got to get anime.
Peter or something.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson. Yeah.
He's got to get some type of anime series because he creates a whole universe. He's willing to go that far. So.
Like if he was willing to do it for like a movie, because the reason why the Lord of the Rings worked was because they actually took you to that other world. They didn't try to set it in the real world like they always do.
They took you to that world.
So like a lot of stuff would be believable if they did. Exactly. If Peter Jackson did the Naruto, that would be awesome. I can imagine him trying.
I think honestly, you probably have to do it like that.
Yeah, for that type of anime. One Piece. Pan looks like what One Piece should be, right? The new movie Pan is coming out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, One Piece is a lot more
be
doable as a live action movie. Just
it looks like it could be a Disney.
It's just about
thing.
freaking pirates. I mean, they do have powers, but I don't know. I think actually, those powers are kind of anime-ish. Those would kind of be hard to translate.
Well, it'd be cool. Like if they try to make it like a Disney type movie, like a Peter Pan. Like there's a stretchy kid. Like there's a weird kid that stretches, and then he has a group of friends that go. Like if Disney were to do like, okay, this is what may make a good One Piece movie. If Disney bought the rights, and basically said, Peter Jackson, make this movie for us. It has to be produced by Disney. That would make an awesome One Piece movie. It would be like with heart and all that.
Yeah. One Piece has a great storyline. That has a huge fan base.
It can be adapted at least. Pixar can do it.
I think that at least they would do mediocre success just because of their already fan base that they have in America. I think that they have a bigger fan base than we think. I think anime in general has a bigger following in America.
It has a worldwide following.
Yeah, than we think it does.
Well, but the biggest consumers are the Japanese, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely.
Of course.
Comes straight out of Japan, so they aren't the biggest consumers.
They charge too damn much too.
Japan is expensive to live in. It's a very expensive place.
And anime costs a lot there too.
Yeah, making a living there is like a bitch, I hear.
Yeah, it's like really hard to. I don't know. It would be really cool if the anime movies started coming out, but it would have to be like, like The Matrix, for example.
Uh-huh.
it adopted a lot of Ghost in Shell. Like the Wachowski brothers, they're
Yeah.
big Ghost in Shell fans. You could tell.
Yeah.
Like you have to kind of change
But
it.
you
in a
could
way.
do, like, I could so see the Matrix being Ghost in the Shell. Like, if you tweak it, I could so see that movie being a Ghost in the Shell movie.
Well, I think they were trying to make it for the longest. Oh, and I heard James Cameron was trying to do this movie called Battle Angel, which is an anime.
Yeah, I've seen Battle Angel.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but
Yeah.
apparently it's really popular, and you know,
That would be interesting to see him do Battle Angel.
well, yeah, him.
Well,
Yeah.
to see anybody to do Battle Angel. Do you? Let
You see what he did with Terminator?
Let me show you Battle Angel. Let me show you.
Yeah, you're about to show it to me. He's about to show it to me, guys.
I mean, would you? Let me see. I'm gonna show you a few pictures, some screenshots of what Battle Angel is.
Battle Angel seems like an interesting concept, especially with him. He can do visuals really well, and he tells pretty good stories. His people are gonna hate me for saying this, okay, internet, and I don't give a damn. All right, I want y'all to hear. I don't give a damn. But Avatar, and I'm not talking about the last Airbender was garbage, but Avatar, the blue people, I hated it in 3D. And not because it wasn't good looking in 3D. Look, see, you're already starting, guys. You're already starting. But look, not because it didn't look good in 3D. It did look good, but dude, I could not look down those glasses for 3 hours.
Honestly, I don't like any movie in 3D. I haven't enjoyed not one movie that I've ever seen in 3D. Not a one. I haven't enjoyed it.
Especially if you're gonna make it long.
Maybe I haven't seen the legit 3D. I need to go to like some type of IMAX or made for 3D.
You've been to IMAX
stadium.
though, so
I need something, some real stuff. Give me a helmet or something.
okay. Stop making it glasses.
Cause God, the 3D that I've experienced so far has just not been great at all.
Just give us Oculus Rifts. Just give us all Oculus Rifts at the theater. And
So this is kind of Battle Angel. It's hard to. None of these pictures really represent it well, but this is the main character.
she looks like Mega Man, but the female version. Is that what this is?
Well, not really, but I guess.
It looks like oh god. It's over sexual at some parts.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the manga itself is pretty sexualized. So that's
so
why that's
cute.
why
It's
I'm
cute at the
saying.
same time. It's weird.
That's what I'm saying. Him adopting it to live action would be interesting to see.
Yeah. I don't know. You know what movie I'm excited about that's coming out? And guys, I'm not finished about this 3D debate. Fuck 3D. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just like not worth it, dude.
It's never ever been worth it for me.
We need Oculus Rifts.
Yeah, let's get us some Oculus. Hey, sponsors, send us some of those.
Send us some of those and we'll totally say your names and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't care. I make good ads. I will make a good ad.
Make funny ads.
Do it.
All types of ads.
Just send us some.
Just for you.
You can pay us in Oculus Rifts.
And everybody will see it. Everybody will hear it. Just do it.
Just pay us in Oculus Rifts.
And Oculus Rift, you don't even need money. Just 2 of them, and that'll be it forever.
No, not forever. Keep upgrading us every time a new one comes in. But yeah, you know what movie I'm excited about?
What?
And I know you, guys. Herb is about to say hell yes it is. Watch the Adventure Time movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I love Adventure Time. I love the cartoon series. The concept is amazing.
Warner Brothers.
And if you've seen season 6 of those who actually watch Adventure Time, because I know that has a big cult following.
It does. It really does. Like, there's a good story behind Adventure Time.
Season 6 was amazing. It was awesome.
Herb introduced me to Adventure Time.
It's crazy. The
And
music, everything is dope about Adventure Time. I don't know,
It's
man.
just a cool kid. It's not even a kid show. It's like deep at times.
It
They
is.
go interstellar and like they go really
They touch
psychedelic.
on some very deep concepts in Adventure Time that kids couldn't really understand, but they can definitely watch and be entertained when they watch the show. So
And you know what? When they get older and they reflect back on Adventure Times, they're gonna watch it again and be like, oh my god.
that show was about that.
When they start to understand, they're gonna start understanding the show the more they rewatch it, and they're like,
Yeah.
what the heck? They're gonna be introduced to a lot of concepts.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
And there's actually long form storytelling.
Adventure Time got some rewatchability to it.
Well, so what was up with this latest season? Can you explain it to those who don't?
You want me to sum up the entire season 6?
Not entire, but let's talk about some cool parts, because it's really interesting, guys. I want you to. All right, so there's gonna be spoilers, but if you don't care about spoilers, watching it will still be satisfying. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna spoil it just so you can get into it, but dude, it's satisfying.
Yeah, so this is not gonna be in chronological order just because I saw season 6 a few months ago and it's not 100% fresh. But I remember. So initially, he had met his dad. Let's talk about that. Finn the human, who is just a boy after the apocalypse.
He's the last boy on Earth.
The last human boy on Earth.
Yeah, the world ended, and he's just out there with his dog and a bunch of weird aliens.
Pretty much, and living his life. He spent his last 12 years as a 12-year-old boy with a talking dog. Didn't know his parents, didn't even know humans existed besides him.
And one of his best friends is a vampire.
Yeah, Marceline, the Vampire Queen.
Ooh, I wish they would make a live action Adventure Time.
That would be great. But yeah, so anyway, he meets his father. For those who are actually interested and know how significant it is, yeah, he finally meets his dad. His dad's a dick, by the way.
Yeah, he is a dick.
Dad's a complete dick. It's not the meeting. You would hope that it would actually be heartfelt. And oh man, Finn met his dad. His dad is awesome. He's a super warrior. He has powers. About to teach him magic. Nah, his dad's an asshole.
That's completely.
Dude is a deadbeat. I don't know what his deal is, but he has some secrets, and you can tell he definitely has some secrets that they need to reveal, and they still haven't revealed.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
His dad was the reason that his arm was gone for a while, right?
Yeah, he lost his arm.
What kind of dick move is that?
His dad was escaping through a wormhole, and he was trying to hold on to him. And he's like, nah, I don't need no kid.
Fuck this kid. He just helped him escape.
Yeah, his dad was stuck in celestial prison in another dimension. Finn had went there, brought him out.
See, when he said celestial prison, it sounded intriguing, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm giving you a lot of crazy stuff right now with no backstory, but that all the more reason for you to go check it out.
For my psychedelic fans, eat some mushrooms, right? And watch the show. You're gonna be so happy.
Yeah, the music on the show is pretty fantastic.
Oh, and the music is amazing.
Yeah, you can jam out.
The music is amazing. Yeah, so basically, Finn is having these weird dreams too, right?
Yeah. So after the incident with his dad, he goes through a lot of the season 6 with one arm, trying to deal with the fact that his father's an asshole. Yeah, and he deals with that emotionally, internally. And one thing leads to another, and that somehow gives him a new arm. He regenerates his arm.
So didn't he get like a magic flower? Is that what you?
Yeah. His sword. He had a grass sword originally.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and that's what
you guys have to watch this.
Yeah, that's where it kind of stemmed from. But remember when Finn went to that other dimension to save his father, he rubbed some of this regeneration gel on his dad to heal him. But some of that gel had also got on Finn, which helped him grow his arm back. So that's kind of how he got it back. But it seemed like it took him getting over his emotions for his arm to grow back for some reason. Yeah, it
turned into a flower, and then once he got over it, like an arm grew out. Or he needed it the most, an arm grew out or something like that.
Yeah, pretty much when I can't remember exactly when it happened, but yeah, he got his arm back, and it was something to do with a bee. It's a pretty interesting episode. It's pretty ridiculous, but
and the show's hilarious. But it tries to stay funny the whole time. It's deep.
It's very random.
It's deep.
I'm giving you a lot of different points, but that's because the show is random as hell. It gives you these points just as I'm giving them to you.
Like, this is the thing with Adventure Time. It's both long form storytelling and like episodic at the same time. Like you'll just start some episodes and you won't know what the heck is going on. But sometimes they'll just say something that applies to the long story, the big story. Yeah. Like they'll just say one thing and you have to watch that episode because the rest of the episode may have nothing to do with anything. It's just a filler. But they'll say or do something and you're like, what? It gives you backstory on the world.
That one thing. Okay, I just watched this whole filler episode for that one little nugget and that was so interesting.
Yeah, and it's so satisfying. It's like, oh wait, what is a mushroom war? Yeah. And you realize over time the mushroom war was like a nuclear war from a long time ago.
Nuclear war.
So humans ended the world.
Or they had a whole history at one point the humans ended the world, and then there was another set of history after that for another 1,000 years, and then a comet ended the world after that. But that's a whole other thing. By the way, I don't know if I should tell you this, but Finn might be that comet. Well, he definitely is that comet.
Yeah, this is the big surprise. So he might be. So let's talk about how psychedelic this is. This is a spoiler, remember?
Yeah. So going back to him having these dreams, Finn is after dealing with the shit with his father, starts to have these dreams of like this. He keeps spirit walking, not spirit walking, but what do you call it?
It's like he's dreaming and he's showing up in other places in reality.
Yeah.
This is the kid show. Like this is like he's dreaming and he's showing up in like other
different realities.
It's in the same reality, but he's actually showing up there for some reason.
Yeah, he does that sometimes, and sometimes in his dreams he actually go to a different reality, a different dimension.
Yep,
like there's this other dimension where this being called Prismo.
The wish granter.
Yeah, and he's a wish granter. He's like an actual dimensional being, and he kind of sees all, if you will, but he doesn't really. He just kind of grants
He's just a
wishes.
cool guy, though. He's like
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah, it's a cool guy.
He goes to house parties.
He's actually best friends with Finn's dog. So that's Jake. So
Yeah,
that's
Jake.
that's interesting.
Jake might be a celestial too, by the way.
Yeah, there's a whole crazy thing with that. But what was I talking
Well,
about?
but he keeps dreamwalking, and basically, when he keeps dreamwalking, so he starts to see certain things. It happens throughout the season, right? And you're like, they'll look all random, but closer to the end of the season, they start to tie into what's really going on.
Yeah, it all starts to connect, and it all starts to tie into the fact that he, in a past life, or at least at some centuries or some point in time, was an actual meteor that crashed into Earth, resetting everything.
He's the resetting meteor.
Yeah, he was the resetting meteor, and this actual meteor is something that comes frequently, or at least every 1,000 years.
Relatively frequently, like the universe is thousands of years old.
Yeah, and this happens every 100,000 years or something like that.
Oh no, wait, the universe is billion years old. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah. And this happens. This meteor crashes on Earth.
You fucking idiot! I can hear the comments now.
Specifically. Huh?
Yeah, I can hear the comments now. You fucking idiot!
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting some of this wrong because again I watched this months ago. So if I am getting it wrong, go ahead and correct me, whatever. But you can watch it yourself. I'm trying to get you to watch this anyway. That's why I'm telling you this. But yeah, he's having these dreams about him being a meteor, and he's actually this meteor that crashed here, and he's this celestial being, and he actually has this conversation with this other meteor that's coming to Earth, which actually was a piece of him at one point in time. And
Yeah, so
it actually gets pretty interesting.
So he's basically a celestial, right? The celestials are like these gods or demigods that created the universe, and they just live within it. And like, basically, he used to be one a long time ago. And what's psychedelic about this is, he chose to live a human life.
Yeah.
He chose to come back as a person and live life as this person, and that's who Finn is.
They chose to
Possibly.
choose these trials
Theory.
and whatever he went through. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it is theory because that's kind of what the story. It seems like that's what the story actually told us. So, I mean, he came back and decided to live his life as the boy Finn, and he did. But I think he said at first initially he was a butterfly at one point, and then he was something else, and then he was human. Or
Yeah, so he was a couple other
something,
things.
yeah,
He just
so
kept
he-
reincarnating himself.
Yeah, so he kept going back as something
Well,
else.
past episodes have shown him reincarnated as like a girl.
Yeah.
Or-
Right. He was reincarnated as that girl at one point. So I think over the reincarnation, he kept
Versus
losing
both
his
of
memory, or his memory got a little jumbled, so he lost who he was, and he eventually just remembered after this meteor incident.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So that's pretty interesting.
And remember, he was scared of
check it out.
water. Well, I guess I had one.
Well, that had to do with his birth. Finn is scared of water because when his dad, when he was a baby, him and his dad was stuck on a raft in the middle of the ocean. And that's something he didn't know, but he'd always been innately scared of water, and that's why. But that's another thing. It's not really important.
Let's just say Adventure Time is deep. It's fun. It's psychedelic. The music is great. They'll start. It's like a musical at times. They'll just start singing these amazingly deep songs, and sometimes they're just sad.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're just sad. I don't know. There's a bunch of characters. Like the Vampire Queen has a sad story, and the crazy ice guy, the Ice King.
Ice King probably has probably the saddest story.
If you don't cry, I don't know about cry, but if you don't feel bad for Ice King, if you just give the show a chance, you will eventually feel bad for Ice King. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the Ice King Simon has a bad. Basically, this dude named Simon. He's a scientist. 1,000 years ago, or actually during the Mushroom Wars when they were actually occurring, he was a scientist during that, and they don't really explain what was going on during this time. But one thing, he had found this magical crown, and he had put it on, and this crown over time, I'm talking over years, who knows how many years, drove him insane.
So
And
premise is any being in this world that possesses magic, they eventually go insane.
Yeah, every wizard has some type of insane kink about them in this.
They see crazy shit. These magic items, the longer you have on, you become very powerful, but you could become crazy too.
Yeah, so apparently they're not for human use. Or mortal use.
Well, a lot of them come from the gods, right? There's gods.
They're god items.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ice King's crown is the ice gods reincarnated, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of things about reincarnation in the show. It's awesome. Okay, it's really psychedelic. It's trippy. It's fun. It's funny. Like the episode where it took a whole episode to do a super high five.
Yeah, they just wasted the whole episode just go on the other sides of the earth to do a super high five. Pretty interesting.
And basically, it takes them so long to get to each other once they launch themselves at each other that it goes through other people's stories that they run to on the way.
And that's actually a pretty interesting way to tell the story too.
Yeah, that was pretty clever. I like that. But yeah, I mean, Adventure Time's awesome. I know we've gone long enough on Adventure Time. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'm looking at this and I see this trailer for this movie called The Reverend. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I saw that trailer.
You saw it already?
Yeah, I saw that before. It looked interesting.
I heard this is the movie where he gets his Oscar, bro. So I haven't seen it. Can I watch it?
Yeah, you can, but I mean, if this is the movie where he gets his Oscar, what the fuck ever.
Why?
Because he should have been had it. Whatever.
Oh, I mean, but if he deserves it on this one, it's still cool, right?
Well, he deserves it on how many other ones?
I mean, well, here's the thing, right? He's more consistent, right? So he delivers really well, like really, really well every movie, right? He's very consistent. But if you go back each individual year, it's like, was he the best performance of that year? You might be like, you know what? There might be somebody better. That one year. But he's consistent. He's doing it. It might be somebody different every year, right? And it might be between him and Leonardo DiCaprio.
But telling me there's no category of award he could win?
Maybe supporting, if he would ever do supporting. But he's always a star.
There's no consistently good actor award.
Oh no, you're gonna get the career award. You know, like when
you're consistently good at being an actor, man. Here you go, bro.
The lifetime achievements.
You didn't get to for the past 10 years, but you got this one. You stuck it in there, and you didn't complain about it. Here's your Emmy.
The lifetime achievement awards, like I'm telling you, like he's gonna get one of those for sure. But he should have like one of the most Oscars of all time, if you ask me.
Yeah. I mean, he deals solid performances all the time.
Like, how can you be? I don't know. So weird. But let's watch this trailer, bro. And I'm going to see. So this is the Reverend trailer, and it's directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu. I can't say the last name. I'm sorry, but people have trouble saying my name. So
that's not an excuse.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna load this trailer up. Anything you want to talk about in the meantime?
Honestly, cannot think of anything.
You cannot think of anything.
I mean,
what are we doing recording podcasts? we can't think of anything off the top. It's ridiculous.
I'm just fucking high.
We'll scratch that from the record.
We can cut that out.
For any future employers.
This whole segment.
For any future employers that hear this segment, please.
What is this? Oh yeah, Leo movie.
So our internet's slow right now.
I think it's a Chromecast that's messing it up. How long have we been recording for?
Let's see. It's been about an hour.
Yeah.
Well, if this doesn't play, I guess we can wrap it up here. And it doesn't look like it's gonna play.
Well, no.
Well, guys, this is the end of practice podcast number 2. Looks like Alejandro Iñárritu fucked us over.
Fuck him.
Whoa! He gave us Birdman and Michael Keaton again.
All
right. All right, that's it.
You get one.
Okay. I like how understanding you are.
He gets one.
Okay. Well, I'm Andy.
I'm Herb.
And this is our podcast. See you next time, guys. Wait. Well.
Damn.
We already signed off, so screw you guys. You'll see this on the bonus tracks if you really want to.